Star Trek Beyond boldly goes to $59.6 at box office. Star Trek Beyond scored the direct photon torpedo hit with audiences, taking $59.6 million in its opening weekend to easily win the box office. Beyond rode critical success, scoring an 85% positive rating on the review aggregation site RottenTomatoes. While introducing Trekkies to the villainous Krall Idris Elba and dramatically destroying the U.S.S Enterprise, audiences gave it an A- at CinemaScore. The third film in the rebooted film franchise landed amidst the celebration of the TV series' 50th anniversary. This opening is a solid debut for a film and a franchise, showing that Star Trek still stands the test of time, says Paul Dergarabedian, senior media analyst for comScore. There have been 13 Star Trek films going back to 1979, rivaling James Bond in screen longevity. The total did reflect a trend of opening weekend drops from the first two rebooted films. Star Trek scored $79.2 million in 2009, while Star Trek Into Darkness took $70.1 million in 2013, according to comScore. We've seen diminishing returns in this brand, no question, says Dergarabedian. But in the context of this summer, Star Trek Beyond is a hit. Animated monster The Secret Life of Pets scored a strong second place with $29.3 million for a 3-week total of $260.7 million. Third place featured The Tide at $21.6 million between the rebooted Ghostbusters and the opening weekend of the micro-budgeted horror film Lights Out. Ghostbusters reboot opened last weekend with a disappointing $46 million and a second-place finish behind Secret Life of Pets. The Paul Feig-directed film starring all-female Ghostbusters saw a 53% drop this weekend and now has a domestic total of $86.9 million. Sony is pitching this as a comedy, but it didn't hold like a comedy at the box office, which all Paul Feig films have done before, says Jeff Bock, box office analyst for Exhibitor Relations. Ghostbusters is playing more like a blockbuster that wasn't a blockbuster. The international audience will decide whether this is really going to be another franchise. The overperforming Lights Out already qualifies as a hit, given its thrifty production budget of $5 million. The film scored the 77% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a B from audiences. Ice Age: Collision Course landed with a thud in 5th place in its opening weekend. The 5th film in the once-dominant Ice Age animated franchise scored an acorn-sized $21 million against the budget of $105 million. North American audiences are pretty tired of the franchise, which showed nothing new here, says Bock. But this everything to do with Secret Life of Pets, which has just been a bulldozer, and also Finding Dory. There's been too much family animation in rapid succession. Collision Course scored a paltry 13% rating with critics, while audiences rated it a B+. Final numbers are expected Monday.